right. Hope my wife was gonna be available. Try to get me in the picture for this. But anyway, this is the end of the bush hogging for this year. For me, this is a piece of property. This will give you an idea of what I'll be doing so much bush hogging for. I made one little lick down through there. Bush hog these power lines. This is a piece of property that's, I would say, 5-6 miles from my house. Hunt club rented property. It's not my personal rented stuff. It's hunt club rented stuff. But let me explain something about that real quick. I do the hunt club stuff in exchange for my hunting dues. You know, it's a family club. We still have to pay land rent, so there's still money involved. Like, this is a rented piece of property. We mainly use it for still hunting only. It's up here by itself. We don't have much property around it, so mainly still hunting. We don't run no deer hounds in here. But anyhow, that's why I do so much bush hogging, hunt club related. Because remember, the hunt club, there's money involved because you got to pay land rent. I don't pay no dues because I do exchange for the bush hog work. And this is the last of it. I always wait to do this last. Got my blade under here. I got a little path over here that need to be brushed up. I might try to do some quick videos of that. I just knock it down. The path coming in here is, I say public, but it's a sewer right of way path, and the local utility people done rutted the path up. I know this because no one else uses this path. It's monitored with a camera. That's the only people that's been down this, utility people. But anyway, I'm gonna get a video or two of knocking it down. I'm gonna go over this bush hog with this farmall one more time. So this is gonna be it to next year for me with the bush hogging. 5-foot bush hog with this farmall. I don't have no issues pulling it as far as power. I could use a helper spring on the side there. I ain't gonna lie, I could use a helper spring. The helper spring, I'm gonna try to invest into one of those. But you know, reason it needs it because of them arms being so long. I don't know if I'm gonna maybe redo the hitch or get a helper spring. Kind of like the hitch. Really easy to hook up and unhook. I don't think doing tillage work, get them changed, can't get no damn pressure. But anyway, this PTO shad being in the bind, I have no issues with it. Ain't no universal issues. Make sure you have put an overrun adapter of some sort on here. I prefer you use that push lock one, the quick coupling one, because the other style I already did a video on. If the roll that becomes damaged, it won't ratchet no more. You can't line the roll pin up to the other style. You can't get it off. You got to torch it. Somebody's homesteading hard way told me that he torches them off. I don't know about that, but it might mess your seal up if you get a seal right there behind it. But if you're a mechanic, you replace that seal pretty easily. He's a mechanic, so if he ain't too concerned about that seal, if you know what I mean. He's a mechanic. But I have no issues with that PTO shaft. The only thing I have any issues with is a weight. The front end gets light from time to time. But if you watch my videos, you can see I climb some terribly steep hills with it. You know, somebody else clean and clear. I walk down through here. Being some rough territory, you know, these power lines, it's holes, it's gullies. Be careful. You see me on these videos in second, like it's a little creek there in the bottom. You see me in some of these videos, and I'm gonna pick these up too. The one reason I stopped, I said it's a good time to do a video. But you see me with this thing second gear, full throttle. Just keep in mind, this is the area I grew up in. Been in this area for years and years and years. And the bush hog, they done drove trucks on it, done ATV'd everything. I know about know where every rock is at. Don't go out there with a tractor with a bush hog in an area that you ain't never been in before. Just full throttle. You idle the tractor down, and creep around, because you never, when you can't see the ground, you never know what you're gonna run into. Right here is not bad. It's real thin here. I think the power company done clipped this year earlier. It's not too bad, but you see some of this stuff I be cutting to be over the up to the muffler almost. But I got a lot of experience with the bush hog. I mean, I started working with the highway department, bush hogging roads when I was 17 as part-time summer help. I don't even think they do that no more. I don't think they don't even have that anymore. And then I've done the part-time summer help until I turned 18, and then they hired me as full-time because they couldn't hire me as a full-time worker until I turned 18. But anyway, here's a lot of something rambling on here. But I don't have no problem with the bush hog, with the farmall. The Super 8, this bush hog did all of this last year behind that Super A. So yes, the Super A will pull that 5-foot one. No problem. And you're not gonna pull it. You get that Super A will take it through here. It's real thin. It'll take it through here. It'll take it through here in second gear. Getting real tall stuff. Well, this is pulling in second gear. Probably Super A will get back in the first. But it'll do it. It'll do it. It no problem. But I mean, as far as the weight wise, you keep in mind too. If you running the factory style hitch, that they're not really made to pick this kind of weight up. Keep that in mind too. If you're running a quick hitch, the 1.5 hitch, yes, it's made. That's made to pick up some weight. It's got the helper spring. That's why it's got the helper spring on it to help the hydraulics. Because the hydraulics really ain't really designed to pick up this much weight either. When the Super A came out and was 1947, it was only designed to lift little plow points right here. Yeah, I wear my Crocs most of the time. I wear steel toes all the week. I wear my Crocs on the weekend. They're nice and comfortable. But just keep in mind on that your weight. It's the same pump they had in 1947, same touch control. They did the upgrades they did to it. They put the helper spring on the other side. You can pick up a lot of weight. You need the helper spring. I'm gonna get me a helper spring. Birch store tractor for sure. I need the helper spring. Might get one for the Super A also. But I'm gonna do a little bush hog and put it. Probably put it in my mount. Probably put it on my mount on the back of the bush hog back here. I think I need one more camera mount really to look over the hood. Like I say, accidents happen in a blink of an eye. Then get you some experience and some seat time before you go out. And when you go to a new area, take your time. Don't worry about what it looked like the first time. You got to cut it twice. The gas the extra gas ain't worth your life. Take your time that first time when you get to a new area. Creep along, because especially when you cannot see the ground, you don't know what you're gonna fall over in. And that's with any piece of equipment. I run a tree cutter machine that cuts trees, and you don't have to have a tree in the head of it to turn it over. You can run over it in a gully and turn it over, especially getting some thick underbrush where you can't see the ground. I'll express that enough. You cannot see the ground. You take your time because you don't know what you're gonna fall over in with a bush hog, especially cutting overgrown stuff. And usually, if it's kind of clean, and then you get a big patch of brush or undergrowth, it's probably there for a reason. Somebody probably done threw something there. But that's something else I never had. No, I hate to say this because it might happen today. I better say it. But I've had this sling anything up here on me. And I run on rocks and sticks and underbrush and everything. I haven't had, but you think with this farmall, you're setting up a lot higher than you would say a regular utility tractor. But I'm gonna put this phone on this mount because, like I said, I'm gonna put this on the mount back here for a few minutes. I'll pick it up. So this stuff here ain't I said stuff ain't real thick. Take your time, creep around. You know, this is gonna get kind of rough down here near that creek. I turn around, I use a back end. You go to an area you're unfamiliar with, you take your time. You're not getting no hurry. You got to bush hog that area twice. Bush hog that area twice. It's not worth your life. You do get in a position on a farmall tractor, you think you might overturn it. I get in these positions kind of often you think. Have your escape route plan. What I mean by that, if I'm a straddler of gullet, if I'm a straddler of rut, my wife's got some videos of me straddling ruts. I'm gonna straddle some ruts with this tractor. I'm gonna position myself. You know, I got a hole I'm driving in now. But I'm gonna back the tractor down in there. This place I got. So you think if you get in a rough spot, you get in a rough spot, and you think you're gonna maybe overturn it, like you gonna straddle a rut with it. I do this all the time. I'm gonna end the video here. You gonna get in a rough spot with the tractor, and you think you might overturn it. Like I straddle ruts and pass all the time with it, especially bush hogging, because we do the bush hogging first, and then come back and touch the pass up. I get some video of that. That's why they blaze on the tractor. But I always I always set myself up. If it does fall in the rut, it'll fall on this side, and I get over here on the fender. So if it does fall in this side, I can escape from the side over here. I get over here on the fender, and I just ride it. And if it falls in, I put most of my tires on this side. I mean, so if it does fall in, it'll fall in on this side, and I can bail off this side. If you get to a spot like that, the best thing to do is to avoid a spot like that. Some of the spots I got are kind of unavoidable. Could fix the road first. That'll make the most sense, I guess. But try to do that last. Man, I try to do the road work last because of hurricanes this time of year. That's the reason I try to do the road work last. I did the road work first, get a hurricane, and wash it back out before we can get it packed in. That's the reason I don't do the road. I try to wait the latest possible for hunting season to do the road work because of the hurricanes. I did it. I think it was last year. I did it last year, and we had some kind of tropical depression, whatever it was, and we ended up getting 4 or 5 inches of rain and washed everything out and fixed back out to zero. So we had to do it again. So I try to wait, say, first of November, first week, second week of November to do it last minute for gun season comes in here. But you be careful with these things. And you see me in these videos, I put it in a lot of rough spots. I just dropped it over in 2 holes here. Be very careful, take your time. You'll see me doing some stuff in second gear with the throttle gap. But that's because I know the area and I'm very familiar with it, that area. Farmall 140 and Super 8 will handle a 5-foot bush hog. You may need a helper spring, but it will handle it. More farmalls. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. Yeah, come up with a butter end freeze, catch freeze on that. Thanks for watching.